Hey everyone, my name is Gavin, and this will be a video on how to edit an object that is in another scene with Python and the BGE, and I'm just going to get started. So to start off, I'm going to hit 0 to go into our camera view like this. I'm going to create a new scene by hitting this plus sign, hit new. I'm going to rename this as scene_2. Hit 7 to go in the top view, and do spacebar, and then add a plane like this. I'm going to scale this plane down, then I'm going to do spacebar, and then add a camera like this. And I'm going to drag this camera up like this as well. Hit 0 to go into your camera view. And we should be able to see a white plane in the middle of our screen. Now that we have this, let's go into a scene like this, back into our main scene. I'm going to go into Game Logic View with Blender Game selected. Hit 0 to go back into camera view. And let's just overlay this scene like this. So add an always sensor with those first 3 dots selected. And let's add an overlay scene, add overlay scene, and scene 2. And we should be able to see that when we connect these, there's now going to be a plane over our cube in the middle. Okay? Now that we have this, let's add a Python controller and connect it like this. And what I'm going to do is do templates, Python, then game logic simple. Let's delete the portion I've highlighted right here. And hit control and scroll up to make your text larger and rename this as script.py and add this right here. Okay? Now that we have this, what we're going to do is I'm going to get create a variable called scene list. Is going to be equal bg.logic.get scene list, and let's print the scene list like this. Print scene list. I want to minimize the screen just a little bit, and as you can see, we can open up our console by doing window toggle system console. But if we hit P right now, we should get a list of all the scenes that we have, which are in this case just our regular scene and the scene 2 that we created. So to edit another object from another scene, what you need to do is we're going to create a new variable that's going to be pretty much our other scene. So I'm going to have a variable called scene2 is going to be equal scene list I, or not I, but 1. And the reason why I'm putting a 1, which is that this list right here, since this is a list of our scenes, this first scene is going to be indicated as 0, the second one is going to be indicated as 1, because we start off with lists on number 0. Alright, and what I'm going to do is print scene2.objects right there. But you'll notice that if we hit P, there's immediately going to be an error right here, and it's going to say line 12, so essentially when we're creating our list. And this is pretty much, if you look inside the API, what it says is that it doesn't load the scene until the following time it runs. So the first time the script is going to run, it's going to read as an error. But as you can see right here, when we print, I might actually, I'll just put objects right here. You can see that if we hit P now, there's going to be the word objects and then camera 1 and then plane. What we want to do is edit this plane in the middle of the screen. So what I'm going to do is have if plane, the word plane, like this, if plane and scene2.objects. So inside of our objects, if plane is one of the items inside of the objects list of our scene 2, what I'm going to do is have a variable called plane, all lowercase, is going to equal scene2.objects plane. So essentially, just like how we define a regular scene when we're using this, like bg.logic.getCurrentScene. And what I'm going to do is have plane.color is going to equal 1, 0, 0, true, like this. So what should happen is if I hit P, it should turn to red the second that I hit play, because we're saying, hey, we want to get this plane object in scene 2 and we want to change the color to red. Alright, so this is how you edit an object in a different scene with Python and the BGE. I hope you guys find this very useful. I will show you the script just for one more second. So here's the script. And if we hit P, we can see it's going to turn red like this. Alright everyone, thanks for watching.